Hello and welcome to AAFT 24/7. Today we have with us Mr. Abhinav Kumar. Welcome, sir. So first of all, my question to you would be, how was your experience in the Marva Studios?
I think I always have a very great experience when visiting Marva Studios. The work that they are doing in media and entertainment industry is really commendable, and I really thank Sandeep Marva sir for the works that he has been doing for this industry and taking the country on the global scale. And congratulations and thank you to all of you.
Sir, as I have read, you are associated with Diginomics.
Right.
You are the founder and CEO there. So, how that helps in the current era? Like आपने कहा ना कि content को digitalize करना, company को digitalize करना, कि ये कितना important है आजकल के time पे, and आपकी company उसमें कैसे help करती है?
So, for any company today to survive, the scale at which the operations are required and the scale at which the global economy is growing, IT is the enabler, and anyone who is without IT or is utilizing IT at a lower scale is definitely going to not be able to compete with those who are able to scale with the pace of IT and with the power of IT. So at Diginomics, what we do is we enable with the powers of IT, and we can take people to the scale where the global giants can. So we leverage all sorts of IT capabilities, be it mobile apps, be it software applications, be it AI. We help companies with all of that.
So the seminar was about the standardization in media and entertainment. So what is standardization according to you in this field?
Yeah, so standardization is about two things. It is about one, about the quality of what is being produced, and the other is about regulations, so that it is not in violation of any of the social norms that is there. So I think this topic of today's event was a very pertinent one, and it is very important that the general public understands like why there is need for standardization in media entertainment, and what are those parameters which really needs to be focused upon, so that the content that is being created, the news that is being created, the entertainment that is being created, and which is coming to the public is not like disturbing the harmony of the society. So standardization is very important, and it is very happy that Marva Studios is taking the steps in the right direction.
So standardization is important, as you said, but regulating all these things can be a hassle. So how do you think our country is doing in that area?
I think we have started taking steps in the right direction, and regulation is necessary because we do not want to create any kind of disturbance or disharmony in the community or the country. So regulation is very important. And creativity, obviously, yes, it cannot be muffled. So we have to make sure that while we maintain the creativity aspect of it, we also make sure that the content that is being created is not creating any kind of disruptions.
So content as a normal word is very much big. So how do you think the content is regulated nowadays on digital platforms?
So if you see the technology giants like Meta, Google, they all have their own software tools and mechanisms to regulate content. So if you see that if anybody is posting anything which is not in compliance with their policy, that content immediately gets shut down by the platform itself. So IT giants, they have the technology in place to regulate as per their policy. Their policy may not be compliant with the governments of the world, but they are compliant with the policies. So the technology is there in place. It is, I think, governments have to adopt to those kind of technology settings and make it more general and available to general public, so that the content which is going out there in public is not creating anything which is not desirable.
Sir, as we are talking about digital media, entertainment, and we need to talk about AI. आजकल के ज़माने में AI काफ़ी ज़्यादा important है. So how are you seeing the future with AI in this field, in the digital media, in entertainment?
It's very fascinating. So if you see a lot of sci-fi movies have already projected like what we can imagine. A lot of content creation is being possible right now. One of the things which we can expect the AI to do is to create things which is otherwise seen impossible. So let's say actors of the yesteryears, which we cannot see in new movies of the future with the general technology, but with AI we can expect them to be on the movies again. So let's say I am a Bruce Lee fan and I would want to see more of Bruce Lee movies. Probably AI can create movies with Bruce Lee doing the acting
in this current era as well.
I think just last week itself we have a new AI platform coming from China which is called DeepSeek.
Yeah.
And DeepSeek actually breaks the barriers. So if you see in the today's world, we do not see much of AI as we actually talk about. So if you see the chatbots today, they are not realistic. You cannot expect it to behave like a human, but with DeepSeek, you expect it to be more realistic. And so a real AI agent providing customer support, those things are actually going to be possible right now. And I think fascinating few years ahead.
So, as people nowadays use AI normally very much. So, there are these things that people use AI for homework, schoolwork, assignments, and all that. So, AI is a very broad idea.
Yes.
So, how do you think people should really get the use of AI?
Yeah, so there is multiple aspects of AI. One is how you want to consume AI, and then how you want to leverage AI to do more. So homework and all those things is like, taking assistance from AI to do what you want to do. So, let's say I want to get more knowledge about a specific thing. I do not have to go to a teacher or a trainer or a coach. Probably AI can answer my questions. So that is one part where I'm consuming AI, but I can leverage AI for, let's say, business. Let's say I can use AI to predict how my business is going to behave, how the business environment is going to change, what is the market right now, what is the market is expected to be in the future. So if you see, there is a lot of, it all depends upon what kind of a data is there fed into the AI, and that data, what results it can generate. So if you see data coming from Bloomberg, it is a proprietary data, but if that is put into an AI platform, it can actually help businesses predict what the market of future is going to be, what are the needs for people going to be in the future, and we can create products and services for that market of the future, and whoever makes the first move will get the advantage.
So as you said, we are using AI for our assignments, for our homework. So कहीं ना कहीं एज अ स्टूडेंट क्या हमारा क्रिएटिव ब्लॉक हो रहा है, क्योंकि अब हम जैसे कोई भी असाइनमेंट मिल रहा है तो इंस्टेड ऑफ searching for it, doing research for it, we just use the AI and we get the content and we use that and complete our assignments. But कहीं ना कहीं उससे ये हो रहा हो कि as a student जो चीज़ें मैं सीखने के लिए आया और उस असाइनमेंट से जो मैं चीज़ें जान पाता वो कहीं ना कहीं रुक जा रही है, क्योंकि हम AI को यूज़ करके हम सीधे उसको कंटेंट को उठा रहे हैं एंड कॉपी पेस्ट कर दे रहे हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं आगे जाके ये इम्पैक्ट कर सकता है एज अ स्टूडेंट, एज अ लर्नर, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं फिर AI पे बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट हो जाएंगे. तो व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दिस?
Yeah, I think a wonderful question. It is all about human intelligence, right? So human intelligence does not restrict you from doing what you want to do. You have a task at hand, which is the homework. You want to get it done through AI, which is fine.
Yeah.
But as long as you keep learning, you focus on your learning aspect, which anyway a student has to do, because in the test they may not be able to use the AI.
Yeah.
Right. So they have to obviously prepare for that test. And when they are preparing for that test, they have to learn.
Yeah.
And for that learning, if they ask AI that, okay, let's say you tell AI engine to generate a coach for you who can actually coach you on specific subjects, or you can answer questions which were not clear to you while reading books or while attending classes, AI can actually help you there. So it is about human intelligence not limiting to AI, but expanding the horizon, thinking beyond, and leveraging AI for what you really want to achieve, which is your academic goal.
So it's up to humans how they want to perceive AI, how they want to use AI. So do you think humans are still more creative and more helpful to their work rather than AI?
See, I very strongly believe that human intelligence is still far more superior than AI, what it is today. I don't know how it is going to be in the future, but there are different aspects of AI, human intelligence and machine intelligence. Machine intelligence is probably only limited to two aspects. One is the data, and then there is an inference engine which actually processes that data to generate some answers. Human intelligence is beyond that, which is, you have, as we call it is like you have information and your intelligence is able to dissect that information to figure out exactly the right thing, which is based on what you have learned or what kind of experiences you have had as you grow up. This is far more superior because the aspects of human memory is very, very diverse. It is not just decision making. It is like sometimes you strike a thought, a thought originates in your mind. That is not something which AI can do today. I don't know if it can do in the future, but as of today, AI cannot generate that impulsive thinking which originates just by itself. For humans, we suddenly think of something, some ideas come in. Yeah. That coming of the idea is not a capability of AI today. So as of now, I think humans are still superior, but let's see, fascinating times ahead.
As we're discussing about the AI, and it is helping a lot in the content creation, but in this era, I have seen multiple AIs which can create content at a bigger level. For example, if I give a prompt, they can generate image. From that image, they can animate that, and also they can create a movie. So my question is, like, the content creators in this era are facing issues because अगर मैं use कर रहा हूँ एक AI को to create a movie, to create a content, then the job of videographer, then the job of a editor, then the job of a content creator vanishes. तो कहीं ना कहीं जो ह्यूमन पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा फॉर जॉब फॉर द कंटेंट क्रिएशन, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो जो जॉब सिक्योरिटी होती है,
I think the level changes here, the game changes. You have to focus on human aspect is creativity, right? That creative power is, I don't see it with the AI as much as I see it with the human. So you have to change this level, and humans have to play at a different scenario altogether, wherein they consume the content created by the AI and they input their own creativity in that AI to refine it further, to take it to the next level of excellence, which is what I think would still keep everybody in the job. It is about just that you have to boost the creativity level so that it is still better than what AI can do. So AI has created something, you already have that. Now apply your intelligence, apply your creativity, take it to the next level. That will actually keep everyone intact. It's not that anything is going away.
So it's like human and AI working together can create a big magic.
Absolutely.
It's like humans are giving prompts, giving ideas, giving inputs to the AI, and that AI is giving us the output we required. So how is prompt engineering important in this current era?
Very, very important. I think prompt engineering is one thing where there would be a lot of opportunities, because a lot of things which we could not do earlier would be possible with prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is an area where there should be a lot of focus. Everyone should, even a layman, somebody who's not been associated with technology, if they want to take their expertise to the next level, they have to understand prompt engineering, and it would be very, very helpful to them. So any trade, I can benefit from prompt engineering and the power of AI to do more than what I am doing today. So it is like, let's say I'm a artisan. I create furnitures, I create woodwork, and I want to benefit from the AI, then I can actually generate more designs which are more soothing, which are more looking valuable, or which are more apt to the actual use. So I can deliver better products to my customers with the help of AI.
It can gather the data of worldwide usage as well, so we can use that and create better furniture. But as we are discussing the content created by AI, and there is a question which makes me curious all the time, and I am still waiting to get the perfect answer for it, and that's it: the copyright of AI content.
I think technology is evolving, and there would be more things like this. So if you see, it's very interesting to note, if you go to YouTube and you want to see a blockbuster which is on rent on YouTube, you will not be able to find that video on YouTube. right? So content which is normally available on the platforms like HBO, those platforms may be available on YouTube, but it will be for rent. It will not be free view.
Yeah.
And if anybody uploads that content also, YouTube is able to detect it and it is able to discard it.
Yeah.
So that kind of an engine has to be in place. That technology is going to, the requirement is that that kind of a technology is developed more, enhanced better, so that copyright protection is happening. And if you see, there is a very interesting company called SASM. And if you see, they have a technology which is called digital fingerprinting. So it is like humans have a fingerprint. Digital assets will also have a fingerprint. So if you create digital fingerprints of, content, they can be tracked and traced. Even if a part of it is infringed, the digital fingerprinting technology should be strong enough to detect that, okay, some part of this content is infringed from somewhere else.
There is a friend of mine who writes content, but sometimes he uses AI to rewrite a written content. For example, there is a news published by a media house, and use that content, use an AI, rewrite that, and publish that. So there is no plagiarism on that content, but we are using AI content. But the owner of that content cannot give us copyright. There is no plagiarism on that. How this will evolve? If you are rewriting a content, will AI will be able to use that copyright, or so the owner of that actual content will be able to show his copyright issue or infringement?
So there is a very interesting technology which is available. I don't know how legally this is applicable, because law still has to catch up a lot. But if you see, a lot of AI platforms will generate a summary from a content.
Okay.
And if you see that the summary matches to a great extent from two different contents, if the summary is coming as the same, that can be considered as plagiarism.
Okay. But plagiarism as a content for AI written, who will own that plagiarism? For example, the owner of that AI, the creator of that AI, or the person who is using that AI to generate that content?
See, AI is not created by one person.
Yeah.
So we cannot say that, this is the person responsible, this is the organization responsible. We cannot say something like that. AI is not a person, it is not a legal entity. But yes, the person who's actually using AI to generate something and use that thing is the person who's responsible.
So thanks a lot for your valuable time and insights. For more such videos,
Great pleasure.
For more such videos, keep watching AAFT 24/7.